What's up, guys? It's me, the yo, Lee Double X. It's Thanksgiving, people, and I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. But last night I actually saw the Hunger Games, and I just want to give my thoughts on the movie, give you a review, and let me just say that the Hunger Games was a good, where it was an enjoyable film-wise thing. The first one was great. The second one was better than the first one. I believe personally. The Mockingjay part one sucked. I gotta be honest. It did had its moments, but it was kind of boring because all it did is set up in this movie. And then we had, of course, part two, and it kind of didn't make sense for them to have this movie into two parts. It could have just happened normally, and honestly, it could have been a perfect trilogy, but we had to split it in two parts, and it's disappointment. Same thing with that's gonna happen with the Avengers. I have a feeling that Infinity War Part One is just gonna set up everything. Infinity War Part Two is gonna be the off the hook. But anyways, let's just talk about this movie. Did I enjoy this movie? Hell yes, I did. And it starts exactly where Part One ended, with Katniss getting rid of that neck thing because Peter choked the shit out of her, and afterwards, you just continue your plot, and Peter still like kind of loose like crazy, and but they're basically continuing the mission of the killing President Snow, but this time they have like a whole crew to officially stop him, and they actually decided to take Peter with him. Um, Even though he's like crazy, like out of his mind, but he's taking these like he's like having this medicine so he doesn't lose his mind afterwards. And Katniss is just going crazy saying that she is not the enemy, she is not the enemy, but they don't want to believe her because of that, and it was basically your plot of the movie. Um, so yeah, there was that, and I'm actually shocked that I want to talk about Philip Seymour Hoffman. They actually use him perfectly, considering his death happened, so he wasn't a part of this as much. So they had to cut some parts off. I could tell, but they managed to pull it off really good, and I enjoyed it. Uh, so anyways, so during the movie, um, one of Katniss's friends died. Forgot who he gets played by. Let me find him right here. I think it was the guy who gets played by Mahershala Ali. I forgot his name in the movie, but that's the actor, and she is. I mean, he dies in the movie. Spoilers. Sorry, should have read the title. And therefore, he gave the right for Katniss to run the place, and it was just all a perfect movie. They still can't trust Peter, but they're Katniss still sees something in him, but everybody wants him dead. And the first part, Mockingjay Part One, was a slow movie, and this one kind of dragged its slow parts, but it still managed to work, and it ended up being, like I said, a perfect movie. And they actually managed to get it mainly focused on Katniss and Peeta. They hardly focus on Gale. Honestly, I kind of forgot he was in this movie, like as much as development as he got in Catching Fire. Elizabeth Banks' character wasn't that wasn't in the movie as much. Woody Harrelson's son wasn't in the movie as much. So, but it makes sense. It's just basically Katniss versus President Snow and the crew of friends. And yeah, throughout the whole movie, they get stopped. They're on the news. They're the most wanted people, and it just managed to work as a kind of like a spy movie at the same time. Be like it's almost like Winter Soldier in a way, you could say. Um, but there's like really not a lot to say about this movie without going too into detail, because there's a specific spoiler I don't want to say, but if you read the book, you probably know what I'm talking about. But they kill off a character. and it was just one of the most shocking moments. And it kind of happened fast, so we hardly read it. It happened, but you didn't see it coming because everything kind of like it wasn't rushed. It was just kind of like slower pace, but it still managed to work in a way like that just kept you going and just made you have fun with the movie. And and President Alma Coin, who gets a lot of character development in this movie, she's basically wanting to start another Hunger Games with a bunch of younger kids that they're kidnapping, but Katniss wants her dead. And when Snow dies, it's just crazy. Cause all right, I have to spoil it, people, but Katniss had the chance to shoot Snow, but if she shoots Snow, the Hunger Games is still continuing anyways. So she just shot Alma Coin, and it was just a great moment. But then everybody ends up killing President Snow anyways. And then afterwards everybody kind of goes their separate ways with Katniss just by herself because her family. Spoiler. Sorry, I got to say, but Katniss' family's dead, and she has no one to be with. Till she runs into Peeta again, and now everything's going normal with them. And it ends with them just starting a family, and it was just a beautiful moment. And what I love more about it is the ending when Candace is holding her baby, and then she's like, "You have nightmares? Well, I have nightmares too. I can't wait to tell you about them." And that's just the end of the movie. So either the movie could continue, but there's rumors for prequels going on. So this movie, it was just a good send off to the Hunger Games franchise. It had its slow parts. There's a pointless part with a bunch of weird like creatures with no eyes. It was just weird. There was no point to that scene really. I was fine with the lights that like burn you off. That was fine, but I didn't care anything about the creatures thing. You could tell I didn't read the books. Why would I? Not that they're bad books. It's just I don't like to read. Not saying you shouldn't read, but yeah, I should just stop talking about books. Anyways, good movie. It does slow down, still lags on this going fast pace, but it still managed to be a good movie, and that's why I have to give it an 8 out of 10. I thought it was just a perfect movie, a perfect send off, and you should definitely enjoy it. I thought it was my second favorite movie behind Catching Fire. A lot of people say the first Hunger Games was better than Catching Fire. I'm one of those that say Catching Fire was better. Then Mockingjay Part 2, then the Hunger Games, and then fuck Mockingjay Part 1. Um, so, anyways, just go watch it if you're a big fan of the Hunger Games. Go watch it if it was just worth it for you. I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. It's me, the AULE double X, and until then, I'm out.